Motivation Diary by author G. Spencer. Motivation is literally the wish we have to do things. It is the difference between getting up early in the morning to start a certain project and lazing around thinking all day long without any action taking. It is a crucial element in setting and achieving goals. Research shows that you can influence your own motivation, but far too often we do not. Staying motivated can be a real battle. When we try to maintain our motivation, our drive is constantly being attacked by negative thoughts and concerns about the future. Everyone has to deal with doubt and depression at a certain moment. What separates the very successful from those who fail is the ability to stay motivated and continue to make progress. There are three main reasons why people do not retain their motivation. Lack of trust. Put simply, if you do not believe you can succeed, what's the point of trying, right? When this happens, it is usually because you focus entirely on what you want, and you neglect what you already have. That is why your mind makes explanations about why you do not get it. This creates negative thoughts about how you think about yourself. Your mind is dominated by failures from the past, bad breaks, and personal weaknesses. You can become jealous of your competitors, making you apologize why you cannot succeed. When you try to work under these conditions, you can make bad impressions, accept the worst of others and lose self-confidence. Instead, you should try to focus on gratitude. Take the time to focus on all the positive things in your life. Prepare and refer often to a mental list of your strengths, successes from the past and the current benefits. People often tend to take their strengths for granted and reflect on their failure. If you focus on feeling grateful, you will see how competent and successful you are. This will restore your self-confidence and motivate you to build on your current success. It may be difficult to understand how repetitive things you already know can improve your way of thinking, but it is possible. The mind can often distort reality to confirm what it wants to believe. The more negative you think, the more examples your mind will discover to confirm that belief. When you believe that you deserve success, your mind will generate ways to achieve it. You will have to believe that you will achieve your goals. Faith will unlock the doors. Countless people come across choices but never take action because they never believe they can succeed. Lack of focus. If you do not know what you want, is there something you really want? Often people concentrate on what they do not want, instead of on a concrete goal. They normally think in terms of fear. You may be afraid to be poor, afraid that no one will respect you, or be afraid to be alone. The problem you encounter when you think so is that fear alone is not feasible. Instead of doing something about your fear, fear feeds itself and usually takes away your motivation. If you become entangled in fear-based thinking, you should try to focus that energy on a well-defined goal. When you do this, you automatically define a series of actions. If you are afraid of being poor, make a plan to increase your income. Maybe it learning something new gets a higher paid job or develops a profitable website, etc. The key goes from an indefinable wish to tangible, measurable steps. If you focus on positive goals instead of fear, you put your brain to work and you make a plan for success. You no longer worry about the future. Instead, you start doing something about it. Lack of direction. If you do not know what to do, how can you possibly be motivated to do it? When you focus on achieving an ultimate goal, direction means that you have a daily plan to achieve this. Having no direction can destroy the motivation because we give in to postponing behavior without an obvious next action. The key to finding direction is identifying the activities that lead to success. Make a list of all your activities and arrange them based on the results you achieve with each activity. Then draw up an action plan in which the activities are rewarded. When you keep track of your most important tasks, you send your strength to succeed. You must have specific goals if you want to remove confusion. It is as if you are trying to do a number of things at the same time. You will certainly not get anything done to complete everything. If you find yourself losing motivation, you can get direction again by creating a plan that contains two positive actions. The first should be a small task you wanted to do, while the second one should be a long-term goal. When you immediately carry out the smaller task, you create positive momentum. Then it is easier to take the first step in achieving the long-term goal. It is practically impossible to avoid periods of low energy, bad luck, and even occasional failure. Motivation can be difficult in these times. There is no simple solution to a lack of motivation. Even after defeating it, the problem reappears at the first sign of failure. These tips that you can use to help yourself get out of a slump before the momentum wins. Tips to improve your motivation. These tips should always be done to increase your chances of success and to maintain motivation. 1. Know what you want to achieve. If you do not know what you want to achieve, how do you know when you reach it? Determining what you want to do is the beginning of being motivated to finish it. 2. Determine the steps to reach your goal. There are things you need to do for everything you want to do. If you know what the steps are, you will receive a guideline. They also give you many successes as you complete each step. 3. Consider a plan. Although there are many steps to take, it is necessary to know in which order you should reach it. If possible, alternate between tasks that are easy to reach and tasks that take longer. This way you do not go through long periods without filling in part of your plan. It will help you to feel more successful if you often complete parts of the plan. Keep these steps in mind and you'll see results. My best to you.